My name is Peter Spencer. I'm 52 years old and I am a professional engineer, chartered mechanical engineer. My home is in East Yorkshire, but I work mostly in the Midlands, predominantly in the transport industry. I run my own company, which is an engineering consultancy, and I tend to deal with technical issues for clients, and a very important part of that is communicating with their suppliers or partners in foreign languages. I speak English, French and German fluently. I can also speak some Czech and a little bit of Cantonese. I was exposed to the German language particularly from my childhood because my mother was born in Germany and came to this country many years ago. Although we weren't brought up bilingually, those emphases were there, and continental holidays were the norm when I was a child, so I had exposure to that. I learnt French and German when I was at secondary school. I did my O-levels, as they were then called, many years ago. It was only when I started working professionally and realised when I was dealing with foreign-speaking colleagues or foreign suppliers that if I could speak their languages, I could get answers to my questions a lot quicker. I could shorten business trips by virtue of being able to come home sooner and have discussions in their language rather than in mine, and generally improve the whole communication process. Das ist wichtig, das ist wichtig. So, jetzt machen wir nochmal die Verbindung. So I'm not deeply academically qualified in languages, it's all a practical thing learnt from the environment in which I've worked. It is true that the whole world speaks English, but if you constrain your suppliers and those you work with to speak your language, the communication process can often be less efficient. You might be the only English person in a gathering of German-speaking people, and to make them all speak in English is a very self-centered thing, I would say, and it makes the discussion less efficient. I think the starting point is at school. When I was at school, it was compulsory to learn French, and if you were good enough, you could learn another language, which in my case was German. If people don't learn to speak foreign languages in their childhood, it gets much, much harder in adulthood. Firstly, because there are other distractions, and secondly, because the mind is less able to absorb new things as you get older. The key to learning a language is to start early. And if you didn't start early, then don't postpone it any longer.